In the name of Allah, the Gracious and the Merciful. Dear viewers, Ambareen Khalid here with my YouTube channel Learn English with Ambareen Khalid. Today's video is about common spelling and grammatical mistakes in continuous writing. Being an English teacher, I have come across and noticed very common spelling and grammatical mistakes in my students' written work, whether it is essay writing, story writing, summary writing, or any type of comprehension. That's why I thought to make a video on some very common spelling and grammatical mistakes in continuous writing. Viewers, if you like the video, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, Learn English with Ambareen Khalid. And if you are already a subscriber, then don't forget to share the video with your family members and friends. So let's get started. Continuous writing. Continuous writing is a piece of writing given in an examination, which examines the student's ability to write using their own words by processing the given information within the given time. Continuous writing may be essay writing, story writing, summary writing, as I have told you earlier. Now let's have a look at the common spelling and grammatical mistakes. First of all, IE and EI, they pose a great difficulty to the students. Words with a combination of letters IE and EI. Viewers, remember this rule. I always comes before E except after C. For example, look at these words. Combination of letters IE. Field, shield, achieve, believe, yield. And now look at these words with the combination of letters EI. Receive, perceive, deceive, and conceive. So you can see that I always comes before E except after C. But viewers, yes, there are some exceptions also, but mostly these words with a combination of letters, they follow this very rule that I always comes before E except after C. It's and its. It is also one of the most confused word. It's and its. Its. First of all, look at its. Its is a possessive determiner. It is used to express that something belongs to something. For example, the cat is playing with its kittens. And now look at the word its. It apostrophe s. Its is the contracted form of it is or it has. For example, it's not good to tell a lie. So you can see the difference between its its and its it apostrophe s. There and there. There. There is used as the possessive case of the pronoun they, which means something belonging to them. For example, they are busy in completing their assignment. And now look at the other word there. There may be used as an adverb, pronoun, noun, adjective, and interjection according to its used in the sentence. For example, the teacher told the student to stand over there. Here, there is used as an adverb of place. You can see that there has been used as an adverb of place in this sentence. So you can easily see the difference between there, their, which shows possession or something belonging to someone, and there is an adverb of place. Another very common mistake is here in these two words, people and peoples. People is a noun and used as a plural for a person. For example, there were a lot of people in the procession. whereas peoples is also a noun but used to refer to a body of persons that are united by a common tradition, culture, belief, or a language. For example, the representatives of different peoples were present in the annual meeting. So, viewers, look at the difference between people and peoples. Next words are accept and accept. Accept is a verb which means to receive something willingly. For example, he accepted her invitation to the party. Whereas accept is a preposition which means with the exclusion. For example, all were invited in the wedding ceremony except her best friend. Advice and advise. Again, see the difference? Advice is a noun. It is a suggestion to someone about something he or she should do. For example, my advice to the students is to work hard only. And advise is a verb, A-D-V-I-S-E. Advise is a verb which means to recommend or suggest something. For example, he advised his children to work very hard. So you can see the difference between advise and advise. Advise, A-D-V-I-C-E, is a noun, whereas A-D-V-I-S-E is a verb. Despite and in spite of. Again, one of the very common mistakes. Both have the same meaning, viewers, and used to connect two opposite ideas. Both can be used at the beginning of the sentence as well as in the middle of the sentence. The only difference between despite and in spite of is of. For example, despite the discouraging remarks, he achieved his aim. Second example, in spite of the discouraging remarks, he achieved his aim. So you can see the difference. The difference is only of. Now subject-verb agreement. Viewers, verb should always be used according to the subject. For example, the students were reading their books. So we have used the verb were according to the students. If we say that the students was reading their books, it would be wrong. So verb should always be used according to the subject. They do not like to play football. Like according to the subject, which is they. She reads good books. So you can see that verb has been used according to the subject. Next is tense according to the reporting verb. Tense is always used according to the reporting verb, and I have explained this thing in detail in my video regarding direct and indirect speech. The tense will be in the past tense if the reporting verb is in the past tense. For example, he said that he had done his work. She told her mother that she would not go to the party. And if the reporting verb is in the present tense or future tense, changes will not be made in the tense. For example, she says that she will study hard to get the distinction. So what we have to do, we have to use the tense according to the reporting verb. Do, did, and does. Viewers, as far as any type of comprehension is concerned, students need to be very careful regarding the tense. If the question is asked having an auxiliary verb, do or does, the answer will be in the present tense. For example, first of all, do. Question: why do they like to visit the historical places? Now look at the answer. They like to visit the historical places because it increases their knowledge about the past. Now the auxiliary verb do is in the question. That's why we have used the first form of the verb like here in the answer. Does. Where does she live? She lives in a small city. Again, you can see that if there is an auxiliary verb does in the question, we have used the first form of the verb, that is live, and why we have put lives over here, because lives, the verb is according to the subject she, third person singular. Why does he feel tired? He feels tired because he is getting old. Did. If the question starts with an auxiliary verb did, the answer will be in the past tense. For example, why did the teacher appreciate the student? Answer: the teacher appreciated the student because she had completed her work well in time. So you can easily see that in the question, the auxiliary verb did has been used, and that's why we have used the past tense form of the word appreciate, and we have used appreciated. Dialogues or direct speech. Dialogues or direct speech. Viewers' inverted commas must be placed before and after a direct speech or the dialogues in continuous writing. Inverted commas actually help to express the same tense in which the dialogues are uttered. For example, she said, "You may leave." In indirect narration, tense should be carefully used according to the rules of indirect speech. For example, she ordered that he might leave. So viewers, these are the common mistakes which can easily be avoided just with the help of little concentration and practice. For queries and questions, do ask in the comment box. That's all for today. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.